Is it on? What's going on, friend? It's your boy Big John from Bodyforward. Today I want to talk about your lack of desire for working out, or your loss of ambition for working out, and what you could do to change it, and actually why you actually lost the ambition and desire to work out. Well, the number one reason why you probably did is because you have no passion in it anymore. There's no reward and there's no pleasure. As human beings, we love pleasure. That's why we keep doing things over and over again. We want to get the same results for every behavior that we do. His science may be a little outdated. B.F. Skinner, he's a psychologist that basically said behaviors are based on the consequences of those behaviors. So essentially, if you do something and something positive comes out of it, you're going to keep doing that behavior over and over again. If something negative comes out of it, you're going to probably back off and not do it as much. Well, exercise is no different. Living a healthy life is no different, right? If it's pleasure, if there's pleasure to it, if there's a reward to it, we're going to keep doing it. Now, the reason why you probably stopped, because at first you were probably gung-ho. Oh, I can't wait to work out. I can't wait to get healthy. I can't wait to get in shape. And then when you started doing it, after 2 weeks, you started slowing down and saying, I may not be seeing the results I want. This is a lot harder than I thought it was. But here's the funny thing. You can't think of it as that. You have to say to yourself, all right, I have to take this step by step in order to get where I want to be. That's the first thing you got to do if you want to achieve or break out of that sluggishness of working out. You got to actually say to yourself, I need to create little goals as time goes by. Because most of us, we look at a big goal. Oh, I want to be like this. And then guess what? We don't reach it because it's way over our heads. It's too much for us to take on in a short amount of time. So what do you have to do? You have to work a little bit at a time on things. Secondly, what really helps for me is that you need to switch it up. As human beings, we like entertainment. We like doing things differently. We got to keep our curiosities always on the move. We always have to engage ourselves in different activities just so that we could get that pleasure, so we could feel what it is that we're doing. So part of it, you got to switch it up. You got to change whatever you're doing, whether you're doing sprints, maybe now do intervals. If you're weightlifting, well, now do drop sets instead of just doing straight sets. Do static holds. Switch to different kind of exercises you're doing. That will help you break out of that funk. And the third thing, which is the biggest thing for me, you have to get your mind right. Whenever you're going into something, you got to understand that it's for your enjoyment and you're doing it for yourself. If your mind is not right, you're not going to get into it. And one of the ways to get into it is actually imagine where you want to be, where you want to go with this, and how far you want to take it. That's another thing. Imagination is great because it puts you in a place where you're not in the present. The reality of things are not always as good as the imagination, but you can use the imagination to actually motivate yourself to get there. And that's what you guys should be doing. So understand there's a lot of pleasure related to exercise. And if you stop and if you lose that pleasure, it could be that your workouts are becoming stagnant. You have to do something different. It could be that you're not seeing the results right away, so you quit and you say, oh, this is not working for me. That's not true. Things take time also to develop. So in getting out of this, you should constantly strive to imagine where you want to be. Keep doing it. Switch things up. And understand that you have to just give it time and work for little goals. Little goals equal a big goal. And that's it, and that's the end. That's all I gotta say about that one. As always, I love you. Take care. Don't forget to visit our new revamped website, www.body-forward.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and hit that subscribe button. Take care. How big do you think it is?